Hello.
Nature type.
Welcome to Jacobstown, human. You're free to walk around. Just don't stare at the Nightkin. They don't like people looking at them. And if you're NCR, keep it to yourself. They're not popular around here. A lot of bad blood between super mutants and humans. Goes back years. Some here still got the scars and memories. Me? I don't really have a problem with the NCR. Set their sights a little too high sometimes, but they try. Legion? That's another story. Kaisar thinks he can change human nature. Most of the Legion is following Kaisar, not Kaisar's ideals. When he's gone, it'll crumble. Might not happen overnight. Might take a few decades, but it'll happen. Basic human nature. Greed, ambition, jealousy. We'll see to it. They expand. Fast. If you got land they want, they'll take it. Eventually. Did it out west, they'll do it here. They keep rolling over people. They'll regret it. That's how revolutions start. Seen them grow from a single town, Shady Sands, into the Republic. They've done good for the most part. Not really. Heard it's a paradise in the wasteland. Never been there myself. Doubt they'd let a mutant in. Amazes me people would come from all over the waste to throw away everything they've got in that town. Nightkin suffers schizophrenia from the stealth boys they're always using. One of the reasons I settled Jacobstown was so they could be cured. While they're in town, the Nightkin aren't allowed to have stealth boys, so their craziness doesn't get worse. Trouble is, the Nightkin don't like being visible either. They don't take being exposed too well. Same as any civilized town. Don't start any fights or steal anything. We'll treat you fair. Not a lot to ask. Was a resort pre-war. I renamed it to Jacobstown after an old friend. Died a long time ago. I figured us mutants needed a place to call our own. Town's far enough away from humans so they don't bother us much. One of these days I'm hoping we can trade with the rest of the wasteland. No more fighting, just get along. Was part of the super mutant army. Ran a town, walked the wasteland with the tribal. Now I'm here. Long story, so here's the short version. The Master created the super mutants and Nightkin. The Master thought he could unify everyone. No more differences, no more war. Didn't end well. Town was Broken Hills. Bunch of super mutants, humans, and ghouls all living together peacefully. Well, most of the time. We were looking for a Gek to save the village of Arroyo. Eventually, we did. Nuked an oil rig in the process. We went separate ways after that. I went east into the Rockies, looking for other mutants like myself. Don't know what happened to my friend. I've got a feeling it turned out all right in the end. Docks inside the lodge.
Not my vices again.
I'm gonna save it here in case they start shooting me up when I walk inside. Cigarettes. Cat eye. Ooh, cat eye. Coca-Cola Victory. Those are pretty hard to find. I only got one. Eh. Oh wait, I think I've seen this in think I've seen this. If you take a look at his hand, look at he's got well, A5 King Jack 3, which is nothing. But this guy, he's got 5 kings. So he shot him. A lot of alcohol up in here. Kind of want to know if I look directly at the night cam what'll happen. Damn it. I did not mean to pick that up. So far, I'm not really seeing why this place was locked up this tight. Ooh. It's still not any reason to be locked up that tight.
Spotted some humans down the road. Could be great cons again.
You think Marcus could get us some miniguns or missile launchers?
Need to tighten up my vices again. Someday, I miss being in the Master's army.
Oh, this is Daisy. I remember Daisy. She's one of the followers that you can get. Let me out, let me out. This is not a song. I'm begging for help. I'm screaming for help. I'm dying in a vat in a garage. What? I don't know what that is. Galaxy Traveler 69.
Another human. One was enough. Bother someone else. I don't... Humans are always staring at things. We Nightkin don't like being...
Stare silently at him.
It is different. Right now, I'm trying very hard to remain civil, and you're not... Dr. Henry, he's one of you. Go speak with him instead of me. I represent the Nightkin. Marcus may lead this town, but the Nightkin listen to what I have to say. Doesn't mean I don't respect Marcus for what he's trying to do. However, he doesn't truly understand the difficulties of being a Nightkin. The stealth boys we use have cumulative adverse effects on our minds. Jacobstown was supposed to be a sanctuary, a place to find a cure. Instead, bother someone else. I don't want anything to do with you. You think Marcus could get us something?
This guy naked?
Won't be so long, Charles. The voices in my head are getting louder. The voices in my head are getting louder. Pain won't go away. So many staring eyes.
I'm wearing a helmet, so at least you can't tell if I'm looking at you. That's got to count for something, right? Where do you hand in the snow globes? Like, I honestly don't know the answer to that. Probably somewhere in New Vegas, right? Scotchy, scotch, scotch. I love how I can loot everything here because Nightkin and them don't have possessions. And they can't fit into my clothes. Sexy sleepwear. I don't need more sexy sleepwear, though. But I'll keep note of where that is. Oh, this is stealing? How is that footlocker not... Okay, a little confused. Must be one of the doctors or something?
Hey there.
I'm no doctor. But that doesn't look right.
I assume this is about something important? You're interrupting my research.
You're interrupting my research. Hold on a sec.
It's neural degradation. Biomed gel can only preserve a living brain for so long, so you'll need to find a replacement. I haven't left Jacobstown in years, but there was one woman in Novak, Gibson. I remember her living with a pack of hounds. Aside from her, I know that the Fiends and Caesar's Legion fight alongside dogs. There could be viable specimens among them, if you can get to them. Very well. Show me what you brought so that I can analyze its potential. Big brain on this one. All right, let's see. Damn. Heavy amounts of the chemicals used in the drug Turbo are present. Transplanting this brain will make Rex faster than he was before.
Fast is good, right?
Have a seat. Again, you interrupt me. Why? The Nightkin have varying degrees of mental instability due to their addiction to stealth boy use. I've been trying to come up with a cure. I'm currently investigating the local Night Stalker population, since they seem to have developed a natural stealth field. I've also gotten my hands on a working Stealth Boy Mark II prototype, but that experiment is riskier. I'd rather not pursue that research just yet. The stealth field has been modulated to use less power and thus last longer, but for some reason it has pronounced negative effects on the user. However, these pronounced effects will allow me to pinpoint exactly what parts of the brain they're affecting. Unfortunately, I'll need to run the test on a live subject, and Marcus has encouraged me to investigate the Night Stalker mutation first. It's possible, but I've yet to see any hard evidence or hear of any cases where humans were negatively affected. Its negative effects are more pronounced on Nightkin. Because Marcus asked me to, and because it's a reason for me to get up in the morning, I'd like to get one more grand accomplishment done. I'm not convinced that the Night Stalker mutation is a natural one, and I need someone to investigate their lair for proof. Some of the super mutants have looked around as well, but they've come back empty-handed. Perhaps a pair of fresh eyes will have better luck. Lily might be interested in coming with you. She's lost a few of her bighorners to Night Stalker attacks, and would enjoy a little revenge. I've compared the brain chemistry of a Nightkin to one of the local Night Stalkers we killed. They both exhibit similar neurochemical changes. Now, I'm not claiming that Night Stalkers are running around wearing stealth boys, mind you. I just don't think it's all a coincidence. Yes, specializing in neuroscience, both human and canine. Of course, this lab is nothing compared to what I had when I was with the Enclave. Cyberdogs and the like. It's not a field I work in much anymore. Yes, but the leadership and I didn't see eye to eye, so I left. It was the right decision, since the Enclave's oil rig was destroyed not long after. I prefer the solitude, and having a bunch of super mutants around tends to keep things safe and quiet.
Yeah, that's true. What's the go? My repair's pretty high. It's I don't really sneak around very much. What do I use for guns? I use actual guns, so let's just fuck it all and put it in there. Quite an arm you've got there. All thrown weapons fly farther and faster. Let's go Math Rat.
Huh. I'd heard there were new people in town, but I
Oh my
thought
God, her
it was
teeth
more
are black.
super mutants. Nice to meet you. I'm Calamity.
What's up, my homie? You got the good stuff. Hi, Dom. Yeah, I got the good stuff.
Most of the time,
I got
I'm
Rex.
Dr. Henry's research assistant. We're looking into ways to cure the, I'm also handy with tools. Once in a while, I venture down into the valley to trade the bighorner hides and meat for supplies.
Ooh, 60. That's pretty damn good. I don't really care about the rest.
Prospectors looking for salvage, usually. They always run when they see the mutants.
As they should.
The great Khans come this way once in a while, but they keep their distance. I think they're mostly keeping an eye on us. Thank you. Change names and jobs every decade or so just to keep things interesting. I picked Calamity this time because it sounded nice. Never really done much science stuff till now. I'm pretty good at it. Or so Dr. Henry tells me.
This science stuff. What do you guys have for sale? You can have that service rifle. I don't want that. Probably not gonna use that Centurion helmet anymore either. He doesn't really have anything that good.
Another satisfied.
You're supposed to be asleep. Why are you supposed to be asleep? And more importantly, the brains have heightened levels of endorphins and other similar to what I've seen in Nightkin's brain. If it's just natural, perhaps the cure can be synthesized from the Night Stalkers. As far as I can tell, the Night Stalkers don't suffer from schizophrenia like the affected Nightkin. What we're still do is functional, sort of. The Enclave data wasn't complete, so I had to make a few guesses here and there. Unfortunately, the data also suggests that while the stealth field has a greater duration, the negative effects on the user are exponentially greater, and I can use this to my advantage. The brainwave changes will be more pronounced, and it will be easier to figure out what exactly is needed to cure the Nightkid's schizophrenia. Lily has graciously volunteered to be my test subject, despite the risk. Keen seems to have caught on about the Stealth Boy Mark II prototype. I told him that it was no way functional, but I'm not entirely sure you believe me. I'll have to keep an eye on him. Okay, before I start all this nonsense, what the hell's a patrol doing right there? Outside position, find the missing patrols at Black Mountain and retrieve their holotape. Black Mountain. Oh. I'll say that one next. Let's go grab this one. You have school tomorrow. I have work tomorrow. I'm still streaming.
Eat this.
Why did you kill that Brahmin, Boone? You sick son of a bitch. I wonder how far out of the way this is. These guys look friendly enough.
Hey there. Prim has a new sheriff. That should keep the powder keg.
It's very rare that you see someone out in the wasteland that's not either trying to kill you or, you know, is dead. It's nice to just see someone that's just walking around normally. How are you still at this game? Jesus. This is Fallout New Vegas. I'm not still playing Fallout 3. If that's what you were getting at, Ed. That's it? Okay. That was lackluster.